Welcome to Crayola Creativity Week. Today's theme is reaching team goals. Our special guests are captain of the England men's national team and striker for Bayern Munich, Harry Kane.
Hi.
Goalkeeper for the United States men's national team and New England Revolution, Matt Turner.
Hi.
An illustrator of Let's Play Soccer, Marina Ruiz.
Hi.
Welcome, Harry. Please tell us something about yourself.
Hi, I'm Harry Kane, captain of the England's men's national team and striker for Bayern Munich. I'm also a dad to 4 young kids. Football, or soccer as they call it in the States, is a team sport which requires good communication between everyone. In life and in football, a lot can happen. There will be times when you have highs and times when you have lows as well. Talking to people is what helps me in both my professional life and everyday life too. My hope is that as you watch and listen, you'll find something you can relate to and go away feeling inspired.
Matt, please introduce yourself and tell us how you became an athlete.
Hi, I'm Matt Turner. While now I'm a professional soccer goalkeeper, I played tons of different sports growing up. Baseball and basketball were probably my first loves. My older sisters played soccer in New Jersey, and they influenced my decision to pursue this wonderful sport. My love of soccer was ignited when I was 16, watching Landon Donovan score against Algeria in the 2010 World Cup. I want kids to realize you can start to do new things at any time in your life. You're never too young or too old to let your creativity shine.
Marina, please introduce yourself and share how your interests shine through as an illustrator.
Hello, I'm Marina Ruiz. I love creating art that shows everyday life. Illustrating the book Let's Play Soccer combined all my favorites: art, friendship, playing outdoors, and showing how this sport brings communities together. Not just today, but it has for hundreds of years.
Harry and Matt, please each read the book Let's Play Soccer aloud.
This is Let's Play Soccer by Ben Will and Marina Ruiz. Soccer is the biggest sport in the whole world. People call it the beautiful game, but it's not just for superstars.
To play soccer, we only need 2 things: a ball and somewhere to play.
Soccer is played everywhere in the world. It's played in hot places, in chilly places, and hilly places. It's even played in space.
We can play soccer when we're very young, and we can play soccer when we're very old.
We can play soccer using a wheelchair or a walker or crutches. And we can play soccer if we're blind, using a ball with bells inside.
Playing soccer helps keep us fit and healthy. We can play it on our own or with lots of friends. We can play it early in the morning or last thing at night.
To play soccer, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy or how we look. It doesn't matter where we live or how much money we have. Soccer is for everyone.
People have played games with balls for thousands of years. They played in ancient Egypt, in ancient China, in ancient Greece, and in ancient Rome.
For a long time, soccer has helped to bring people together. Even in the middle of World War I, some of the soldiers stopped fighting for a few hours and played soccer with each other.
Today, thousands of millions of people love soccer. Some of them play every week, and some of them play every single day. Some of them don't play at all, but they still love to watch.
The most important thing about soccer isn't winning or losing. Soccer is about trying our best, playing as a team, and having fun.
Let's play soccer.
Harry, please explain how this game might be called soccer or football, depending on where you live.
You're right, Julia. What I call football, others call soccer, but it's the same game no matter where we live.
What do you want kids to take away after reading this story?
I hope that this story shows young people that kicking a ball across a pitch is more than just fun. It's a way to keep active, and it also brings people together, no matter how young or old or how experienced or new they are in the game. It's a great way to socialize while keeping physically active as well. And as always, football's just about trying our best, playing as a team and having fun.
Matt, why are creativity and collaboration important elements of soccer?
Creativity and collaboration are probably the most important things in soccer. My soccer story is all about it. I started late. I was a high school freshman playing against kids who had been playing this game since they were really little. I caught up pretty quickly though, and when a teammate got injured, I stepped in goal and realized that I really did love being a goalkeeper. The thing I love about soccer is that it brings people together no matter what words we use. For example, footwear might be called sneakers, trainers, runners, cleats, or boots, depending on if you're playing on what I call the field or what others call a pitch. I might call a scrimmage, and somebody else might call it a friendly. Regardless of the words we use in soccer or football, we all bring energy and friendship to this game that is loved around the world. So my message for kids is, keep an open mind, step out of your comfort zone, and try new things.
Marina, the book Let's Play Soccer says you only need 2 things to play this game. The first is a ball. People use all sorts of different balls to play soccer or football. Please show us an example of how to design a ball that looks any way you'd like it to.
Hello, so we're going to be drawing different designs for our balls, and that's going to be inspired by this, which is one of the first spreads on the book, Let's Play Soccer. So for this, we're going to be using different materials, and we're going to start with markers. So something that I really love is printmaking, and screen print specifically, and sometimes I use that for my illustrations, and we can replicate that with markers as well. So a fantastic thing that markers do is that you can overlap them to create an extra color. So here we have this turquoise and this pink, but then we can see that third color pop in there. So we're gonna be doing that to create our own abstract designs. So I've got some here, and let's make some new ones. So I've done some lines here and some circles and some flowers, and once we're happy with them, we can use something round to mark the edge of the ball, and I'm just gonna use a pencil for that. And then with some scissors, we're gonna cut around it. Stick it on a new piece of paper. Okay. And now for this to look a little bit more like a football, we're gonna be adding some hexagons. So we can use this color, for example. We'll start with one in the middle. Then from here, just gonna continue the zigzag. There we go.
Marina, for the next art demo, please show us the second thing that the book says we need: a place to play.
As the book suggests, we only need a ball and a place to use it to play football. So for this activity, we're going to try to illustrate our favorite place to play. That might be a stadium, but it might also be, I don't know, a field behind your house or a playground at school, anywhere that you can think of. So to start with, we're gonna do some little thumbnails. So thumbnails is only a fancy word to describe tiny drawings, and this is quite a common practice for illustrators because we need to design something that is a specific size and also think about where the text goes. So we're gonna start by doing a tiny little drawing of our favorite place to play. So you can see that I've got a few here, but I'm gonna add a couple more. And the place that I have chosen is a recreational ground that is just behind my house, and I go there quite often. And it's really flat and it has lovely, lovely short grass, so it's a perfect place to play football. And because I'm not a professional footballer, most of the things that I would use to mark the goal would be just things that I have on me, so maybe like a water bottle or a backpack. So that's what I'm going to include on my favorite place to play football. And once I have chosen the thumbnail, the composition that I want, in this case I'm going to go for that one, I'm going to go on to the next piece of paper, and I will have it here in the corner. This is just for reference, this is not your final piece, and I'm going to start working on the final piece next to it. So for that, I'm going to start using some markers. And for the background, I've chosen a very light green. There's a little path that goes at the end, so I'm adding that there. And then there's lots of trees and bushes, and you can see some houses and even a schoolyard behind it. So little by little, we're gonna start filling the background with the marker. And once I fill it all in, it will look like this. And then I'm gonna build the next layer. So the next layer will be a darker marker. So I'm choosing this darker green for that. And I'm going to go over some of the trees and bushes here. So that will add a little bit of depth and distinguish the grass from the background. Okay. And I will also choose a marker to paint the little rooftop that I see. And you can see how that looks here. So once we get to this stage, we can use a color stick to add some texture. So this stick is great because you can use it flat or you can use it on its side to get some thicker marks of like, they look a little bit like blades of grass. So I'm adding texture with that, filling the page a bit. Again, this is what I am drawing because this is my chosen space, but you will be drawing something that looks completely different, most probably. So you can keep adding texture until you're happy with how it looks. And then I'm going to build more detail and texture into the background. So for that, I'm going to be using some pencils. Again, some dark greens. We can also use some crayons. This one here, for example. So not everyone will be playing in a traditional soccer stadium, and all of your drawings will look very different. So it might be a beach that you're playing at, or it might be, well, there's people even playing in space, you know? So this is what it would look like with some more detail. And I've also added some new blades of grass. And because this is just your favorite place, I thought it would be sweet if it looked like a postcard. And it will be a collection of postcards from around the world of your favorite places to play football. So to finish that, I'm going to choose a pencil to mark. Well, you can use a marker, you can use anything that you have near you. And I'm going to add a frame around it. And the city I am in. So where is your favorite playing place? And the country. So I am in Cambridge, United Kingdom. And and we're missing the most important thing, which is our football. So for that, I have made some textures here, like the ones we did on the first activity. And I'm going to cut a little circle out of one of them. So I'll draw a circle for reference. And then we will stick it here, as you see. We can draw some grass in front, so it looks a little bit more integrated in the scene. And I've also added a backpack and my water bottle, which is what I would use to set the edge of the goal. So here we've got the final piece, Cambridge United Kingdom, and my favorite playground where I play football.
Harry, Matt, and Marina, thank you for showing us how soccer brings communities together and puts the spotlight on creativity and collaboration.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Teachers, librarians, and parents, be sure to check out more creative ideas at Crayola.com/creativityweek. And remember to share children's artwork. Post a photo on social media using #Crayola Creativity Week for a chance to win today's amazing giveaway.